All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Odious Soul. My name is Shannon, and this is our Hump Day Hangout. This is supposed to be our Christmas edition, but we're all looking a little darker and a little bit more gothy tonight. But anyway, before we get started, Amanda, please tell us who you are and where people can find you.
I am Amanda. You can find me on all social medias except for goddamn Facebook at Stay Fast and Weird. So there's that.
All right, and Mr. Michael, sir.
Uh, TikTok and Instagram. Twisty Rider.
TikTok.
Yep.
TikTok.
TikTok. TikTok.
TikTok. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Yes. All right. So tonight, yes, the goal was Christmas, but I gotta start everything off a little bit sad here. Okay. So today is my dead daughter's birthday. I'll just say it. My eldest spawn, who passed away 5.5 years ago, today is her birthday. And I did really good. It got a little emotional when I first woke up. One of her friends sent me a snap memory, and that kind of made little tears happen, but it was okay. I didn't cry. Went all day long, did really well. And then I was like, shit, I need to cry. So totally watched a video. If you go to my odioussoul.com, there's a Sammy page, and at the bottom there's videos that I did for her celebration of life. And I watched the one to Sammy Love Mom. Man, that one gets me every time. It's like if I need to cry, that video does it for me. So anyway, so I get off of that, and then because that was just an hour and a half ago. After bawling my eyes out, had to try to look pretty, somehow makeup covered a lot of the redness. Um, but man, so my friend Jill, who is in the house, Cabinland is in the house. That's my bestie Jill. She calls me, she gets me laughing, we're having our moments. I got my Sammy candle here. This is her, we like this on her birthday and on her death day. But anyway, Jill told me some horrible, horrible shit that I don't know how I feel about it now. Do you know who else's birthday is today?
Oh.
I'm so glad you guys don't know, okay? But this information could keep Jill from being my best friend. I'm just joking, Jill. I'm just joking. I'm not actually serious. Today is Taylor Swift's birthday.
Oh God.
I mean, and if you know how much I hate Taylor Swift, and the fact that her birthday is the same as Sammy's birthday, that just that got me, man. I was like, what?
I want to make a really dark joke, but I will not. I just want to.
Dude, make the dark joke.
No,
Go ahead.
I love you so much. I can't do it.
No, do it. Do it, please. I'm a dark person.
Really fucked up. It's really fucked up.
Dude, say it. Come on.
I wouldn't want to live either if my birthday was the same as Taylor Swift's. With love. I say that with love.
All right. We also got Chris in the house from Pin the Gas. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
What's up, dude?
But oh my gosh, that is so funny. I am totally a dark humor person, so that is hysterical. But yeah, I was so mad. And then just the fact that, oh yeah, Sammy would have loved the dark jokes. Sammy was twisted like her mommy, so that works. Yep. But yeah, I was devastated. I was like, no, I actually had to Google it. Oh man.
I'd be devastated. I'd be devastated. That would ruin my life too.
But anyway, I did pour a big glass of tequila. Hold on. I had to say I did pour a big glass of tequila in one of my grandmother's old glasses. So if I end up being totally white girl wasted by the end of this, you're welcome. So.
Oh, we love you when you're white girl wasted. It's so fun.
I like watching her face get redder and redder.
I mean, I put enough makeup on to take the redness from the crying away. So
she gets the Asian glow, even though she's a white girl.
Wait, did I freeze or did you guys freeze? You guys both froze, so
It must have been you. But Chris asked if we're coming to Texas next year. And honestly, we are not sure. One of the big things for Coda for us, for MotoGP was Mike's boys lived, nearby. So we were able to pick them up and kind of visit with them. So there's a potential that they'll be moving someplace else. So MotoGP is still to be determined.
Well, I did kind of get some news on that, but
Okay. Well, that later.
yeah, I mean, it's nothing exciting or interesting, but she might not be leaving now, so
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, so like really all of our travel next year is kind of like to be determined. Mike only gets so much time off from work. Money's only so much. So we'll definitely be at Road Atlanta for Moto America. We'll definitely be at Barber for Moto
I'll be
America.
at NJMP for Moto America.
Yeah.
So
And we'll see what else comes up. We'll see what else happens,
well, have you
definitely
been to
planning
pit
on a
yet?
lot of
huh?
motorcycles.
Have you been to pit yet?
No, maybe
Oh,
I'll go.
pit races. I would love to go back there and ride on that track again. It was so good, especially with Alfred. Oh my goodness, Alfred would be amazing on that track. Of course, and again, Alfred would be amazing on any track. Seriously.
Over it's a yes, unless it's a really small track.
I will say though, I am still really happy and glad that I learned how to ride on the track with Itzy because I had to work harder. Like even Alfred, even in the rain at Barber, was 10 times easier than Itzy was. And I'm glad that I got to experience a bike that doesn't have all the bells and whistles. I think people who go out there with the bells, like I know Amanda talks about how, hates all the electronic stuff,
I
like to a
do.
certain level, but yeah, like if you're learn on the thing that has no bells and whistles. Yes, you might not be the fastest out there, you may not look the best, but
Uh,
uh,
I'll
like you
explain it
learn
this
so
way.
much
I'll
more.
explain it this way. So I started with actually the first bike I ever took on the track was a 2002 F4i, but we're gonna ignore that. That was a sick ass bike for the street, not for the track, not for a small girl. But anyway, so I had an '07 GSXR 600, as you guys know, the bane of my existence until I completely rebuilt it and it was solid. However, so that bike, I mean, it was an '07. It was kind of basic for the most part, except for the freaking slipper clutch, right? So that made shifting and all that so much easier to learn. I mean, okay, lying. It made it simple on the track while I was learning. However, when I went to the R3, which does not have a slipper clutch, I had to learn how to use the clutch because I never used the clutch to shift at all because I could shift without the clutch with the slipper. And I had to literally, after years of riding, when I bought the R3, I had to teach myself how to use a freaking clutch because I could just rev match with the slipper. It made it so easy. And now, like, I still catch myself accidentally doing it. I'm like, oh my God, my clutch plates. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm grinding gears. And it's like, it is not forgiving in that way. That R3 is forgiving in many, many ways. It is not forgiving when I miss shift. And I almost fucking got ass packed a couple of times fucking up on turn 12 at NJMP. Yeah, I fucked up.
I learned a
Huh?
bad habit. I learned a bad habit off of Itsy, which is an MTO7 for anybody who's new to the channel. So like downshifting, like especially on the track, like I'm not comfortable with the back wheel, like going bloop 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 or making like weird
That's
things.
the best
And
part.
so I might hold on to my clutch a little too much when I'm downshifting and going into a turn.
Yeah.
And when I
Hey
was at
Shannon, wait,
Barber,
Shannon.
like,
What happened? What happened to Barber?
I was just getting ready to say that. I think his name was Walt, right? Walter
I think so. I think it
Ward,
was.
or I don't know. But anyway, like the track marshal like called me over before he let me go out. And he was like, somebody's taught you a bad habit and you got to stop it or you got to get hurt. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? And he's like, you're holding in the clutch too much going into turns. And I started laughing and I'm like, you know what? You're not the first person who've told me that. Because
That's
Mike told me.
that's not somebody teaching you a bad habit. That's like you trying to survive.
I,
That's a like
yeah.
yeah,
I told
it's an
him I was like,
instinct.
yeah, I told him nobody taught that to me. I taught myself that. And with Alfred, he's got the what does he have? He's got a quick
Flipper
shift.
clutch and quick shifter.
He's got both. So, but only up,
Oh,
not going down. for the quick shift, but still, like, so he should be a lot smoother. I still had a couple moments with the rear tire, but that was just more because it was wet. So but yeah,
It
so I'm
was
excited.
mildly moist that day.
Oh,
Just a little.
oh.
Hey, you know what though? I mean, I hate to say it, but like Blake Davis was rocking it out there in the rain, like
Well,
if
yeah.
if you're gonna be a good rider, you have to learn how to ride in the wet just as
Yeah, it's
well as
just
you can
called
dry.
being adapting. I mean, you're an adaptable rider. You can adapt to any machine and any condition. I mean, that's what makes an excellent rider. You're absolutely right. I love watching. Okay, I'm a little sad. Here's the only thing I'm sad about with NJMP, and fight me, I don't care. My favorite thing about Moto America going to NJMP is when it would like rain like crazy, and that track is awful in the rain. I mean, they've been pavement, they've been doing the work. I know it's on social media or whatever. Blah. But it was sad for the riders when they would go down, but it was always so sick to watch them jam in the rain. Like it'd be so freaking cool watching the back tires go and then they save it and you're just like, yo, it just shows the skill that they have and it's really impressive to watch. I don't wish for anybody to go down and get hurt. It's so impressive and you're just like you're watching them work and then you're watching the bike work too and you're just like, "Oh my God. It is so God, I'm not getting all pumped thinking about it.
I remember watching the baggers race in the rain 2 years
Oh,
ago.
it's my favorite. Yo, dude, I
So
agree.
It was
it was crazy. It was so crazy. Yeah.
Mm.
But all right. So what else do you want to talk about? What else we got on there? Like,
how about that me and Amanda have real Christmas lights and you got a silly little filter.
Yeah, I got my dollar store Christmas lights. I don't even like Christmas, bro. I'm
I
a
am
Grinch.
sorry. I spent the day crying and like sobbing over my dead kid, and I didn't prepare for this
Oh,
show.
you she's trying to use it
We gotta
against
give her the
us.
free pass. We have to give her the free pass on this
No.
one.
I thought about doing like the reindeer antlers or something. I wasn't gonna do lights. The entire house is decorated. I love Christmas. I hate how much I spend on everybody because I have this big issue. I love to give and I want everybody to have an amazing Christmas. And then I spend way too much money and then I regret it. But besides that, I love Christmas. I really do. I think I finally got to an age where I prefer to give as opposed to receive. Only for Christmas though, not in the bedroom. I mean, that's true. I like it.
I fuck.
Regardless. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm sorry. Like the filter is I have lights. Deal with it. Like they're not, I
You're
got
going
I got
down a dark path
I,
there.
I got the Sammy light, like
I know, I noticed that. That's so cute. Good for you. Good for her.
yeah,
Good for
somebody made it and gave it to us and we laid it for her birthday, and maybe by the time all the wax is gone, maybe I won't cry anymore. I doubt it. I'll
Probably
always cry
not.
this
Probably
day.
not.
that, dude. I wouldn't even bank on that shit. That's for damn sure.
It's crazy. Like I'm so good most of the time, and then like I could feel it coming. I could feel it like starting. Like Monday, I messaged my boss, and I'm like, I think I should just take the day off because I have a feeling I'm going to spontaneously cry at some point, and I don't want it to be while I'm on a phone screen with a candidate. So
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. So in other news to lighten the mood, well, I don't even know if this is lightening the mood. My son has been sick for 2 days. I had to leave work to get him yesterday. And that boy is never like actually sick. And today and yesterday he was like, he's like he doesn't call me mom because he found out calling me Amanda is funny. So like he calls me Amanda because it's hilarious and he likes jokes now because he's starting to get it as an autistic 10-year-old. So he's like, Amanda, I want to cuddle, or can you cuddle? And I'm like, oh my God, of course I'll cuddle you. A kid that doesn't like to be touched has been like glued to me for 2 days. It's been pretty great. I've been pretty chill with that. And first time ever for this, if you guys want to update on my dating life, as everybody always does, because it's interesting and crazy usually, but now it's getting all fucking normal and happy and weird. So like, I'll just throw it out there. You guys know how protective I am over Philip specifically, and I rarely let friends meet him, not because I'm ashamed of him. Philip is the freaking coolest. However, he's my baby. He's my boy, right? I don't want to like taint him with other people's bullshit, all that. He's not sensitive, which is hilarious.
And
He's like,
most of your friends are pretty fucked up. So I mean, protect him from them. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, my son's like the coolest. So I
I
don't
know
want
two for
like the
instance that
muddy.
are,
I don't want you guys to like pollute him. Not you guys specifically, but my other friends, But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, but like Chris and his daughter met Philip on Monday and it went really freaking well. And that's the first time ever since I've been divorced.
His daughter and Philip are pretty similar in age, aren't they?
Yeah, she's 9. So
Okay.
she's a girl. So girls, just like my daughter's very protective of Philip, which is nice because she's 14 because I'm old as fuck. Um, she, like girls tend to be better with kids with special needs and stuff. Like, so Philip is cool. Like he's a very smart kid, blah, 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 autistic, loves jokes and stuff. So he's not like antisocial. He just struggles with some communication. Other than that, he's pretty normal. But I wasn't too worried about that, to be honest with you, with like kid. I'm actually always more worried about the person that I choose accepting my son the way he is. Because if they don't, I'll drop them. I don't care if I've been dating them for years. The moment that I feel non-acceptance to Philip, it's over. Sadly, I don't care. It's Philip's my boy.
I mean,
But
kids should come first, no doubt.
absolutely. And all this, okay, so hey guys who listen to this podcast, I go to Shannon every time I get nervous about my dating and relationships. I'm like, am I stupid? Am I being an asshole? Am I being judgmental? And usually it's yes, because I'm a dick and I don't like boys. Fuck the patriarchy, apparently. But usually she's gotta smack me in the place a little bit. But after and she's helped me out a few times with Chris and it's been going well. I've been able to police myself a little bit, but after Monday all those anxieties and weird things that I fucking get stuck in my head went away. They're just gone. I'm like, yeah, I guess I like this guy.
I mean, I do
so
love your
when you guys do that, because I'm usually at work and like I'll open up Messenger and there's like 800 messages, so I just come home, I ask Shannon for the cliff notes. I'm like, can you just like go through this really quick with me?
like,
And
oh my God, like I get a message and I just want to smack her, but like she's in Jersey and we're in Georgia. I can't, like, oh my God,
It's
man.
okay.
Like, take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. Like, this is normal. This is normal.
It's so funny because she like it's so weird how like it's almost like you've been there or something where you just know the right thing to say to me and I'm like, oh my God, she's so fucking right. Where normally I don't give a fuck about other people's advice. I'll be like, I'll listen to them and be polite, but then I'll be like, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I don't give a fuck. Like, but like with Shannon, I'm like, all
Well,
right, listen. I'm pretty sure she gets it.
What, like 10 years older than you, so like we've experienced like some similar
Yeah, I asked my mom a lot of things too, and she's 20 years older than me, and I still don't listen. So, I mean, my mom's been through some shit.
but that's your mom, like you can't listen to your parents. That's lame.
Oh
yeah,
God, for
Unless
no,
Sophie,
I listened
if
to my
Sophie's
stepdad
listening,
when
always listen to your parents.
yeah, right. Always
Sophie,
listen
never
to your
listen to me. Listen to your dad though, always. But I'm not your parent, so I'm just a
Or
wise
guardian,
person
parent,
who's been through a
parent, or
lot.
guardian.
I'm not a legal guardian.
In the
Only with
school's
medical.
eye, you are a guardian. So
uh,
That's true. That's true.
it's like one of those funny things with Sophie because it's like, I don't have any legal right over her, and it's like she'll say things and it's like, you're right. Like, I'm not like but then like she'll try to get me to do things. And I'm like, no, because I'm not your parent. Like, no, I'm not your
Oh
guardian.
yeah.
Like, I can't do that for you because I can't. It's like, but if it's
Yeah.
medical, you can. And I'm like, that's different. Like, they don't care. They just want to get paid. So, but yeah. Oh, but
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. I really am happy that things are going well. And it is like relationships are work, and it's not just work. It like back in the old days, you meet somebody at a young age and you grow old with them, and you don't have the complications. But like when you go from relationship to relationship to relationship, which is the norm nowadays, like we take baggage with us. And if we're not
Oh
healing from
yeah.
the baggage and stuff as we're going, then the poor people that we end up with, it's like I
Oh
say
yeah.
a lot. Like, like I worked through so much stuff with Mike before we actually, I mean, we're still not officially in a relationship. We bought a house together, but we still don't like actually name us. We know we're in a relationship, but we don't actually but like he helped me through so many things, like just when we were friends or dating or whatever we wanted to call the beginning. And like to this day, like I still don't think he really understands how much he helped me work through.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I can tell you the amount of shit that whether other people were good or bad to me is like voided what I'm about to say. Because trust me, I did not pick great people either. But that's also because I was dealing with issues. I wasn't making good picks, you know. But like dealing with Chris is not the work. Chris is really easy, right? Like he's just like he just gets it. But like the hard work is dealing with myself and telling myself it's okay, Amanda. This thing's not going to happen like it happened the last 3 times or like blah, blah, blah. But like what I was actually getting at was, God, I put some people through the ringer with my anxiety because like the one thing that I didn't understand when I was young, and I think most people don't understand when they're young, is like you can't depend on another person to make yourself happy. And I don't mean like happy in the moment, but I mean like depend on them for your overall happiness. Like, oh, I'm upset, so you did something wrong and you need to do something to make me happy right now. Like it's not the thing. Which I picked up on that when I was married, but like it really took the last couple of years from because I got sick of my own shit. Okay. I got sick of making bad choices and I got sick of all so it took me the last 2.5 years, really longer, because again, I started when I was married to really work on myself and figure my dumb shit out. But like it's
How
been
in the world did she get
so
there?
huh? Oh, there's a
I'm
kitty.
sorry, like she was meowing and clawing at the door. I would thought you guys could hear it. I was like, I've got to get
Wow.
in.
No, I'm happy to see her. Oh my God, she's cute. But
Yeah.
yeah, like it was so hard to like do all that fucking work on myself and realize like, not I'm not always the problem, but when I am the problem, you don't always realize it, you know? I feel like I'm just beating a dead horse and just saying random things that are it's a stream of consciousness that needs to be stopped right now. But you get it.
Yeah, no, I mean totally. Like when my pseudo marriage, it was like I found out he like cheated on me. But it was like I can't do anything to make him stop that. That's his thing. Like whatever reason he left, like but it was like I started like this marriage counseling thing, and one of the programs was this self thing, and it was like you have to work on yourself. You can't work on your partner, you can't work on anything else. You work on yourself, and if you're happy, your partner will either be more attracted to it or not, like, but you
Mm.
can't blame people for your thing. Like even with Sophie, like that's like the thing we're talking about now is accountability. She fails a test or she fails an assignment, she tries to put blame everywhere, and it's like, okay, well, what can you do differently the next time?
Yeah.
It's like getting her to be accountable for, all right, so it was hard, what could you have done differently? What are you struggling with? What can you do to improve it? Because that's what life is. That's all
Oh
life
yeah.
is like, okay, learning from your mistakes. That's all it is. You can't blame other people. If you spend a life blaming other people, you're gonna be miserable your entire life.
Oh,
Like
for sure.
you have to look inwards.
What frustrates me the most, and this is about myself, and I know other people go through this, is that like a lot of these simple things that I'm working through, and like you guys are teaching Sophie now, which is awesome, but like not that my parents didn't
Trying,
teach me, they
trying
just
to teach her, trying to teach
well,
her.
I mean, she's almost a teenager, so it makes sense. But like I had to teach myself these things as an adult over 30. You know what I mean? Like I'm 34. I've been going at this hard for the last 4 or 5 years, and like I had to teach myself these things because for whatever reason, whether it was like I wasn't diagnosed with the things that I have to deal with now, so I didn't know how I needed to learn. Neither did my mom. My mom, trust me, my mom's not a shitty mom, but like there's
We didn't
like
have
things
words
that
like
she said I
anxiety.
couldn't connect. Huh?
Yeah, we didn't have words like anxiety when we were kids. Like
No, yeah.
I look at Sophie now and I just don't want her to be a Karen, like and
Yeah.
that might sound crazy, but like I listen to her sometimes, like, or not recently, but like in the past, like there were times like she'd be talking, I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna be a freaking Karen when you get older. We don't
Yeah.
change some of these behaviors.
I do
You
this
know?
shit with my daughter. I look at her, and you know the movie Mean Girls? She's literally Regina fucking George. And I'm just like, I don't want my daughter to be this girl as she becomes an adult. Now, granted, she's spoiled out of her fucking mind because her dad owns a freaking wrestling company and travels the world and makes the money to do so. So I'm glad she has the privilege, and I'm happy that she was able to, gain that. But holy shit, she is Regina fucking George. She's a mean girl. But the funny thing is like, it's hilarious. So it's like, there's a lot of times I enable it because it's so goddamn funny that when she's mean, like, even when she's mean to me, I'm just like, yo, this girl, she's got fucking jokes. I love it. But like, I have to like stop sometimes and teach her and be like, look, this isn't going to get you very far in life. XYZ, this is the lesson. But like, she's just so fucking funny, dude. Yeah, she's great.
At some point in life, something's gonna come across and it's gonna smack her down and smack her down
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
Like
Unfortunately, for sad as it is, I'm waiting for it. I mean, I don't want it to happen, but I want it to happen in a way that she can digest,
yeah, yeah.
that isn't too traumatic.
Sophie's new school is, completely different diversity than she's used to. And, it's like she's not the big bad kid in this school, and like she's had to learn like things where she loves standing up for the underdog. She loves standing up for her friends. And like she's having to learn when to speak up and when not to speak up. And, it's sad, that she might be, scared of a girl kicking her ass. But that's the thing in the real world. If you say the wrong thing to somebody, you can get your ass kicked. Like that's just reality, So she has not had her ass kicked. I don't think she's in danger, but like it's just stuff that she's thinking about. Like, I want to say this, but maybe there is a way I can say it without having to be afraid, or worry about repercussions and things. So it's definitely been like a whole different thing with Sophie, All right, now,
I'm
Mike,
sure.
you've been quiet this whole time. I want to hear you say something.
Okay.
Smart ass. All right, so let's talk about
So,
Christmas, because this is supposed to be Christmas. We should talk about Christmas. Mike's
What do
like,
you
no, I was going to say something else. Go ahead.
well, no, I was gonna say like, so back. I don't know if it's because it's cold. Because I had when I first came out here, my computer I've been leaving it out, but it's been like getting below freezing at night. So my computer was very not happy when I first turned it on when I came out. So I don't know if it's affecting like the internet speed because I mean I've been here for before, but it is like it keeps like cutting out and like you guys get like in really weird like facial positions and it freezes and I laugh. But like whenever it's like a really like ugly face, that's where it freezes. And then I'm trying to get a picture of it, but then it unfreezes and I miss it.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Thanks a lot. Yeah, yeah,
real
yeah.
So
stand-up guy there,
Real classy.
I mean I would
Oh,
only
like,
share it with you. I would only share it with you two. So
I
Yeah.
mean, he's so supportive of women and their ugly faces. Wow, what a gentleman. You really hit the jackpot there, Shannon. You did it. Yay.
No, okay, so like honestly, tonight Mike can actually see all of our faces on Zoom, like you see in the YouTube show. Apparently he didn't know how to make all of us appear. It was always like speaker view. So I think maybe that's part of the problem. Is he just so distracted because he gets to see all of our beauty all the time now. Woohoo.
Now he's got to
karma.
see us both together and it's blown his mind.
I know. And even the
Just
computer's freaking out. Like, woo.
it can't handle it. It cannot handle all the sexy up in here right
All
now.
right. Christmas. Let's talk about Christmas.
Christmas.
Are you guys looking
Ugh.
forward to anything? What's going on? Are you happy, excited? Are you stressed the fuck out? Where are you at
Well,
with
I got all my Christmas shopping done for the first time ever, and I don't have to stress about money, which is awesome. Like that's been a plus. My kids got the things that they wanted. I'm super happy and proud about that. However, as you guys know, I'm a huge Grinch. I think holidays are stupid and I think they're useless. So, I'm just like, whatever, bro. I bought Chris way too much too by accident. I went like I was alone one day at his house while he was working, and me and his cast shadow were chilling on the couch, and I was just Amazoning away as women do. And I was like, oh, he would like this. Oh, my kids would like this. Oh, Chris will like this too. And next thing I knew, I'm spending like $500 on all three of them. I'm so smart. I'm the best. But the only reason why I got him, okay, I was originally just supposed to get him one freaking thing, right? One very pricey thing, but a thing that was, very thought out and thoughtful, blah, blah, blah. And like, it's not going to be here in time because my luck. And so I was like, well, I gotta get something for Christmas, like let me get a thing. And then it ended up being more than one thing. He's so lucky to have me. I'm so great.
Well, I
But
definitely spent more on Mike than I was planning to because I mean we bought the house this year. Like, I mean, finances, like we're figuring things out. I definitely spent more than I was expecting to on him. But I have that problem. Like I always am like, and then I'm like making it rain,
I spent way too much, but at the same time, I didn't spend enough.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
that way, I feel that way. I spent quite a bit, but I feel like I didn't spend enough. But my kids got all the things that they asked for, so it's not that serious. Oh, you know what fucking Chris keeps doing? He's going on fucking shopping sprees too. We went to the bookstore, I mean, I don't know. What was it, last week or the weekend? I don't remember. It's probably this past weekend because we did a few puzzles and I was like, well, I want to do more puzzles. So we got more puzzles to do because, like, we're old people, it's what we
I was
do.
gonna say you're like crazy old doing
I
puzzles.
fucking love puzzles, dude. I've been doing puzzles for years.
Who has
Love
time
them.
to
Do
do puzzles?
do
Me,
do
I just do them. It's like a
do
late night
no
thing.
get Technic Legos. Those are fun puzzles,
So
and you get
I'm
to make
getting
something
into
cool.
Legos a little bit because I see that's pretty cool, and my son likes Legos now. So like that's probably going to be a thing too. I'll be honest with you. I've always been interested.
Get
They're just expensive.
get the Ducati V4.
Yeah, I saw that. I
It's,
saw that. I actually
It's
was very
fair.
interested in getting
It's
it.
fairly
I guess
inexpensive and it's a lot of fun and it takes well, I think I did it in like I don't know. I s- I didn't have Sophie for a Saturday night. I was like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna have a good time. And instead I played with Legos.
Yeah,
my
that's what
my
we do as old people.
girl has really gotten into Legos. It's like great therapy for her, like it's
Yeah.
like this and stuff. But like I will say, like in the past year, the amount of Legos that are available to purchase has just exploded. And then the people on my Facebook timeline, I can't believe how many people have like rooms just full of assembled Lego things and towns. Like a friend of mine is building a town. Did you know you can go on like the Lego site and you can actually custom build like your own shit?
Yep.
Like I'm like, when's enough? Like no, and this stuff costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Oh
Like he's
yeah, yeah.
got thousands into this little town he's building.
Yeah.
I can't
So
even.
it's funny you say that because my friend that decided that he didn't want to live anymore, my best friend that lived with me and my ex-husband, for Christmas and his birthday, I used to buy him Legos, and in the basement, like in his room, that's what he did. He had like Legos on all the shelves and stuff that we all bought. Well, I mainly bought him everything, but like 'cause he's my best friend, of course I'm gonna buy him shit, duh. But like, yeah, it was super cool then. That's when I was like, yeah, this might be cool. But like my kids weren't interested in it, so of course I didn't really get into it. And I was still into puzzles because I do puzzles and I glue them, and I have them, a bunch of them in my storage unit. They're awesome. But oh, dude, I came up with this epiphany earlier today when I was driving back from work because I worked a little bit today, then came home early. And I was thinking about the puzzles and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I think puzzles, and I told Chris this earlier. He thinks I'm fucking dumb, but he can go fuck himself. I think puzzles could solve all the world's problems. Hear me out.
Yeah,
Hear me out.
I'm
You
like,
know,
let's see
wait,
here.
hold on,
If
Amanda.
if only
As someone that says
Ever would have done a puzzle.
as someone who says like something ridiculous and then says, just hear me out real quick. Like, if you have to say, just hear me out, like before anybody says anything, it's something like out of left field.
I'm good for this, as you know. I'm always coming out of pocket and out of left field and shit. I'm a fucking wild one, dude. But listen, hear me the fuck out. Puzzles can solve the world's problems. Puzzles take a certain kind of brain function to do, right? And keeps you busy, keeps you whatever. So when I'm doing puzzles, I can usually like have a pretty good conversation at the same time, like usually a pretty thoughtful one, whether it's like something that's bothering you and you need to talk to the other person, so you do a puzzle together, right? You know, or just you want to get to know somebody, so you do a puzzle and you have a fun time. You listen to music, you can watch a movie, you can do all sorts of things while you're doing a puzzle. So me with my ADHD dumb brain, like I could do something that takes with my fidgets and my brain, and then I can do something else that's more important. I'm body doubling basically with a puzzle. However, if the whole world does puzzles, you can decide what genetics should breed or not breed, okay? Because if somebody doesn't like puzzles, or if they're hold on,
oh my god,
playing Hitler, give me 5 seconds. So if they're not good enough at doing a puzzle, they should not procreate, and you should probably just execute them. That's harsh. No, we need
wait.
I mean,
Amanda,
I say crazy, horrible shit and get called a Nazi sometimes because, like, I have things like, you know, well, you know, if they can't do this, maybe they shouldn't be alive, and then I get like thrown down all the time. That's why I can't, in my 40s, have a child. Like my daughter Zishan says, you know, like if I got pregnant over 40, I would totally have an autism baby. Like that's she just says like you would end up with like a kid with maybe a genetic defect or something because of how much you've said. Because I know, like, as women, as we get older, like the eggs that are left are not very good, and like when men get older, their sperm like quality goes down. So like she's like, and I talk about this kind of stuff, and she's like, yeah, like if you get pregnant over 40, like you're totally gonna have an autism baby.
What if
like
you got pregnant by like a 18-year-old though?
It doesn't matter.
The egg is still
each other out.
If my eggs are, because like women are born with all of their eggs. Men make sperm every day, but their factories get old and gross, you know, and if they don't clean up the tubes every day.
Look, I know how all that works. I'm just trying to go back to Amanda's puzzle thing. I'm just imagining people that have power to like end the world with a push of a button, getting frustrated at a puzzle and just being like, fuck it. It's over. I'm done. I'm just blowing everything up.
If they're getting frustrated at a puzzle that badly, then they are inferior human beings and they should not be in power. Problem solved. We decided this guy can't even handle a puzzle. Why does he have power?
Amanda, have you ever met a male in power?
In some ways, yes.
Like real power.
I kind of like it.
Real power.
Yeah. I kind of like it.
Critical thinking usually isn't their like strong suit.
That's not true.
They're gonna be like they're
at a lot higher level than like a board game or a puzzle, like down. Like they're thinking about bigger, broader things. You know, I think the real thing is everybody just has different end goals. You know, like. Yeah,
for sure. But here are the rest of it. So past the genetics, you guys get the genetics part. Also, if you what was I saying? When you finish a puzzle, you feel accomplished and you're happy and you're ready for the. Well, for me, I'm always ready for the next one. So like it builds dopamine, it builds some self-confidence, it makes you feel like a better person. You know, you feel.
Are you one of those weirdos that thinks like that feels better after you make the bed first thing in the morning?
I make the bed every morning, you asshole, because I was in the military for 6 years, just like you.
That's why I don't make the bed.
Yeah. Don't worry. I make the bed every day because it's so inviting. I'd rather go into bed at night in a nice smooth thing and peel it back. It's like a present I get to unwrap.
I sleep on top of the blankets, so I don't care if a blanket's there or not.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like, so like this whole puzzle thing. So I want to go, I like seriously, like puzzles really do bring out like the best and the worst in people, you know, because
for sure.
Obviously like this whole channel got started because of the Forest Fund treasure hunt. That was a puzzle. And people are still obsessed, even though that treasure was found like years ago. Like people are still obsessed with it, you know, and it's just, you know, like puzzles bring out the best and the worst in people. Like they truly. I know we're not talking about like 1,000 piece like picture
No,
puzzle.
no, but puzzle mind games in general like that do like any kind of brain game like that. I just prefer puzzles, it's all. But like I told Chris, I was like, if we ever live together, I was like, we need to have a puzzle active on the coffee table at all times, 24/7. And here's the other thing I thought. So like with kids, when kids are anxious or they want to bring up a conversation or like maybe you need to talk to them without like harshly disciplining them or things like that, like you can all sit down at this fucking table and do a puzzle together and like kids tend to fidget a lot when like they're afraid they'd be disciplined or things like that, or like I know I was like that, I still am, but like everybody can do it together. It's a very communal thing if you want it to be. It's always a good time. Nobody really gets pissy at each other when they're doing something like that. It's very socializing if you want it to be. I mean, I don't, there's never been anything bad that's come out of doing a puzzle in my life. It's always been positive, especially if I'm doing it with somebody, whether it's my kids or somebody, my friends or whatever. Like, it's always just been good. And you could leave a puzzle on the table for a week if you want and just do a piece here and there. And it's just like, it could solve all the problems. It could just solve all the problems.
Or it can create new ones. Okay. So like going back to the Legos, I built a Star Cruiser like type thing. Like this is like years ago, like over a decade ago. And I think it was my mom's 60th birthday party. So this was like 9 years ago because she just turned 69. And a couple of my little cousins, I think second cousins, went into the bedroom where this was and it fell down and I never found all the pieces. I swear to God. Like I
Wait,
swear
do
to God.
Legos not have like a thing you can glue the pieces with?
Why? No. I mean, I'm sure you
Oh,
can glue them, but why would you glue them? They're
so they
Legos.
don't
They won't
fucking
come
break,
apart.
dude. That's why
But
I glue all my puzzles. I glue them all.
but like you get in like the real like technical ones, and then you realize like you put a piece in wrong, and you got to tear it all back apart so you can fix a piece you put in wrong. If you glue it, you're screwed.
And then it's like that way forever.
I don't know, man. I haven't done Legos yet, but I'm sure I'll get into it. Oh, let me tell you something else. I just thought about this because you said Star Cruiser. So
Oh,
this
Star.
fucking nerd, I was okay. Star Wars has always been a passing thing in my life that I've not really, I don't dislike it, but I never really cared about it. And like my grandfather watched it a lot when I was growing up, and it was just always in the background. He's a huge Star Wars fan, but I was just like, whatever, didn't care too much, and I know very little about it. Fucking Chris puts it on while we're doing puzzles this past weekend, and by the third movie, I was like, oh my God, I was getting way too into it, and now I like fucking Star Wars, and now I'm a fucking nerd.
I never was into Star Wars,
Nerd.
and then I was, and now I'm not really, but there's still pieces. But like with the whole Disney Plus, like there's so many
She
shows.
has a real lightsaber. She has a real lightsaber that.
Yeah, so does Chris. It's hilarious. Fucking children.
When we go
Fucking
get it,
children.
when we go get it.
Yeah, kinda. I kinda do.
I don't know if there's a battery in it. Let me see. Hold on. I'll be back. You guys enjoy yourselves. I'll be right back.
Don't threaten me with a good time. No, yeah, dude, I got into it and now I freaking like it and I'm really mad. And now the whole Darth Vader story really hurts my heart. Like I just like I like that guy. I like his
Mhm.
story. I'm into the whole Boba Fett thing
Well, it
too.
was what the I don't know. I'm like so far behind on the Star Wars stuff because it just is everything that Disney touches just gets too out of control and like too much like there's like a Marvel movie coming out like every like 3 weeks. Like, hey, here's a new Marvel, either a new movie or a new series or episode or new spin-off or something. I'm like, I just wanna I just wanna watch a movie every once in a while and enjoy it.
Yeah, you don't want to
I don't
feel
wanna
like
have to
it's a
watch
job.
800 things. Like, I don't
Yeah.
have to watch 800 things so I can know what's going on with everything. Too much, too much.
Yeah, I hear that. I get that. That's why I mean, I get into some Marvel stuff, but I don't really like it that much. I do enjoy Deadpool. But I mean, how could you not? Like, it's so fucking funny.
It is.
Is
We
that
watched it with
Marvel? I don't
Sophie the
even
other
know.
day.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
She did
I
pretty
don't
good.
have batteries in my lightsaber, so I'm not going to show it off because it's cooler when it works.
You know, I do prefer batteries in my lightsabers too, except they don't light up, they vibrate.
Yeah, all her lightsabers these days plug into the wall.
Um, I'll Wow, I wasn't talking about those. None of them actually light up. Um, I'm thinking like, wait, do any of them light up?
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, I know. Sometimes they do have
the
stupid ass
glass of
lights on
tequila
them.
is almost gone. I, I was thinking like, do any of them light up? I think there's some like little lights, but none of them light up.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
For Christmas.
Um
Christmas.
Christmas! We haven't made it to Christmas. What are we looking forward to? What do you want to do?
Shannon's daughter
Cairo,
gets here Saturday.
wait, hold on a
Oh
second.
wait, did you guys not
Cairo,
hear me?
we can hear you. I told you to hold on a second. Capro says I like batteries and things that vibrate too. Honestly, I don't because I'm terrible with batteries. Like batteries, for me, I forget that the thing has batteries and then they corrode and then the thing is ruined. I love like the rechargeable, like just rechargeable devices. So like most
yeah.
of my vibrating things are all rechargeable now. So like in one way, shape, or form, or they plug directly into the wall.
So I get frustrated with the ones that you charge up because then when I go to do the thing and it's not charged, I'm like, fuck, now I gotta wait. So like
You
I
have
always
to
have
be a
batteries on hand.
responsible grown-up, Amanda. You have like the thing is when you're done like doing the deed, you go clean it and then you plug it in immediately. And then when
Yeah,
you go to
see,
bed that night, you put it away.
you know
So
what I
that
do?
it's ready for the next time.
I work at Fastenal, so we have tons of batteries all the time. So I just keep a shitload of batteries in the same drawer as the favorite one that I have, even though I have many. I have one favorite one, and I just keep batteries. And then if I travel and I put it into my bag in the same pouch, there's a ton of batteries too, so I don't forget.
The batteries go bad. Like, I don't know what happened. Like when I was a kid, I felt like batteries lasted forever. And now batteries like I have a whole drawer full of like double A. And like Mike was like, are these any good? And I'm like, yeah, they should be. But if they've been sitting around for a year or two, they're likely to corrode and like not be good
Well,
anymore.
they've been holding up so far.
So secretly, I go through a lot of batteries very quickly, so I don't have that problem.
That's why you need to find and like K Pro, I love you, girl, but you need more than two. Like you need more than two. What you need like get one that plugs into a wall. Then we don't have to worry about batteries. Both of you, like they're like body wands. Go to Amazon, type in body wand massager. It's
So much
amazing.
fun.
Find the one that plugs into the wall, like that needs an outlet. Find the one with the wheel so you can control how fast and also not the button that changes the speed, but like the wheelie thing that changes the speed. Ooh, that's like the best one.
Hey, Chris, I need something for Christmas. On my wish list.
I mean, I've thought about getting one that you might have to like start like a chainsaw, but like then the bedroom's gonna smell like, two stroke and
I love the smell of two strokes,
I
so
love the smell
I'm
two
okay
stroke too.
with
I
that.
just get off faster. Motorsports, yeah.
K-Pro, I think there's variations of the rose that are not $200. Like I'm pretty sure, and I don't have a rose. Justin never sent me a rose. So nobody's ever sent me a rose. Do you know what the rose is?
I have an
I'm still
idea. It's like some
There's
trying to
fad.
figure out how we segued from Christmas to vibrators, but
Okay,
I
can I
mean,
ask you something? When do we always make it about this in some way, shape, or form?
I mean,
that's
it
because
is
you guys
us.
are perverts.
I'm told that a lot. I don't know if I believe it, but I don't know. Chris tells me I'm a pervert all the time.
I never thought ever in a million years I'd find myself with a group of friends where I'm the least perverted person.
I know, and you're pretty perverted, dude. And the fact that you're saying me and Shannon are worse says a lot.
He's like the bad influence at work. Like everybody at work is all good and decent and like innocent
Yeah, and
and
I'm garbage. Jeez. I'm
he's
right here.
garbage, but you are like you're definitely, you
He's
know,
not garbage, he's garbage.
no, he is the HR violation. Or if there was an HR. Okay, that's what he is. Okay. So Kiwi is two-stroke, two-handed.
I know, I just saw that too. It should be. It's good if it's two-handed.
That is no, because you can't do anything two-handed because you need one hand to hold the phone.
That's fucking true. Oh my God, you're in my head.
I
That's
mean,
right. You do.
you know, like me, like I do Google image search with GIFs. Like that's like mine. I can't stand actually watching a
Yeah.
video and getting like I need things fast. I need to be done in and out in less than 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
Google search a couple words, end it with GIF, and then I scroll through images. So it's like literally I gotta find a place to prop the phone and
Yo,
I'm like
have you have you ever seen those stupid things? It's like a gift you'd find at Five Below, where it goes around your neck and it holds your phone right here so you can watch a movie or whatever. I've thought about it. I've thought about it.
yeah, no, like K Pro, both of our mics are not innocent. There's no way. Like, no. Like your mic comes across as innocent. My mic does not come across as innocent at all. Nope. Nope. Okay,
My
that's a
boyfriend's
lot. When
basically a
I
fucking nun.
when I met Mike, my Mike, he was innocent. Like he seemed innocent. He came across as innocent. It was a lie.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was a front.
Some of the stories that I know, I have to agree with you. That's a lie.
Yep. I mean, it wasn't a lie. He came off as like, innocent.
It was lying by omission. That's all.
Oh, you sound like my ex-wife.
Oh, ew. Take
Oh,
it
fuck
back.
you too.
I'm
Dang.
Wait,
way
what?
cooler, dude.
You are way cooler. Like a
You
million
both
times.
are way cooler.
Oh,
Like,
get it off.
man.
See, that's my favorite thing to say. Like when Shannon says some nonsense, I'd be like, Liz used to say that.
Oh my God. You tolerate that?
He
Oh my God.
knows he knows it pushes my buttons. He knows it does. He knows it does.
I
He knows.
swear to God, if anybody said that to me, I am not violent, but I will become violent. Quick.
Yeah, I don't,
No, I
I don't
mean,
even, I don't even need to say nothing because it's my name.
what?
Her ex-husband.
Uh,
Oh, fuck
uh,
you, dude. Yeah, I know. That's why I call you Starbucks. I don't
no,
call you
I
by
mean,
your name.
Mike and I don't fight. Like there's very few times that we've even like really been upset at each other. So like anytime he says a Liz thing, like I have to think like, wait, is this like a smart ass thing that he's saying to like push my buttons, or is it legit?
I'm not.
Like
I'm not even a smart ass either. I don't know what you're talking about.
I loved how he like kind of cut in like with the internet on that one. Yeah. That was like perfect timing. Karma.
Internet was on our side.
Karma's a bitch, isn't it? Ah, X talk off limits. I mean, like K-Pro, it's hard because like when we have past and histories, like obviously I don't want Mike telling me that, his ex was the best at this or the best at that. Like screw that kind of
But
crap.
it's a part of his past, and I mean, whether okay, sorry, Mike, but like when we have a past, there are good times with those people, or else we wouldn't have stuck with those people for so long. In some cases, you know what I mean. So like, I don't find it to be off limits. So like when Chris wants to talk about things like that or whatever, um. I've had a few moments where I'm like, bro, I'm having a weak moment and cannot. But like you don't want somebody to feel like they can't come to you about their life or talk about it. I don't agree with that. I think maybe not make it don't make the other person feel not good enough or feel
Yeah.
like you're putting them against each other or something like that. But it's absolutely okay to talk about it. It's their life. All that
Especially
shit, you know.
I
especially if they
I
had
just
kids
like
with
doing it as a joke.
Yeah, well, you're a dickhead. You're an asshole. You go fuck
Yes,
yourself.
yes, I
Two for
do.
one special.
Ah, oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, like it doesn't happen all the time. And it's hard because like, like Sophie will still talk about mommy every once in a while. I mean,
Well, of
unfortunately
course.
not much, because, mommy doesn't, isn't around a lot. So I mean it's not as much as it could be, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And it is weird, grandma mommy's mommy is like messaging me for like helping with like get stuff ready for Christmas, and it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
I'm like, goodness, how did I get here?
I know, I feel you. I get it. It can be very awkward, especially with the grandmother, but like for I can only speak from like me and Chris's situation where like I met his ex before I met his daughter, which I thought was good, but like it was fine. Like they have a healthy friendship, which is fine. Her boyfriend's way cooler than she is. Like I like her boyfriend. He's cool as fuck. Um, Not saying she's not cool. I shouldn't say that, but like I mean the whole situation's fine. Like I don't have any like I could be friendly with her and it'd be fine. And like, they have their situation, whatever, and shit doesn't work, whatever. But like, if I continue this with Chris, like they have a healthy relationship with their daughter, you know what I mean? And she loves both of her parents. So she's gonna be like she'll okay, so I'll call Chris sometimes or he'll call me and then she'll talk on the phone with me for an hour. It'll just be his daughter. And like she'll say, "Oh, my mom this and that." And I don't know if I can get bitter. Like you want them to be happy and they you want them to be okay
Or
with talking to you about it. You want to give them that space. Like I said, I definitely have struggled with it, but I've been open and honest about it, and thank God he's so understanding and he gets I'm a retard. So like he's been very
Amanda,
patient. It's been way easier.
really, really, really quick.
No.
Like the way your hair is, it looks good like that. Like if you were ever cut it short.
Shoulder length.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I've had a
looks
lot
good.
of short hair in my life, but like no, fuck you. You're mean.
But
Sophie said that to me
I'm
the other day
not.
because I cut some like short strands in the front. She's like, "You would look really good with shoulder length hair," and I'm like, "Do you know how long it takes me to get like just 2 inches past my shoulders?"
Oh
But
man, I wish my hair would. I have to cut my hair often. Like every time I cut my hair, I'm cutting 3 inches or more off of it. Actually, I'm due for a haircut now. I'm always like cutting
oh
it up here, but like
no,
it grows back like so fast. I just cut my hair. I cut my hair when I first got with Chris. It was like 3 months ago, and like I'm already like I need
my hair's
another
not.
freaking haircut.
How in
My
the world
hair's
has it
not.
been 3 months already? That was like 2 weeks.
I know. I know. Me and
Oh.
my mom were just talking
But
about that. Like,
I do want to say though, it is really nice to be in a relationship where like the ex, everybody is like cordial, with the exes. Like the
yeah,
fact that I can communicate with Sophie's mom. And I like calling it Sophie's mom and not Mike's ex. It's Sophie's mom. I like that I can communicate with Sophie's grandmother, who is her
yeah,
mom's mom. I love that like I can do that. Like I love the healthiness of that, like people should be grown-ups and not have attitudes towards it. It's like, yeah, there's a past, but that's one of the things that you accept when you're 40 years old or 30 or 40 and you have a history and you already have kids, like, and you're
mhm,
going into a new relationship, you have to accept the fact that there's going to be baggage and luggage and you're going to have to figure out how to put yourself into this environment and make it cohesive and work in a healthy manner.
yeah.
uh,
I mean, the fact is also I think it's hilarious that you brought up the ice cream term again. I haven't heard that in a while, and it made me happy and warm inside. And I miss those days. Those were
Well,
fun
it's been
days.
about a year. It's been because that started at Thanksgiving.
It did because we I remember when that
Because
turned
I
up.
had because I had to like I was driving to Ohio and it went from like it was dark and we were in the middle of nowhere, me and my dad, and like I lost reception. And I came back like an hour later and you guys were on the bender.
Oh yeah, we were. So we were
Oh
talking
my
about
goodness, the
I was
ice cream.
like I was like no men in my life anymore after he who should not be named.
And then like a week later, oh my God. Shannon's Mike should talk about his feelings. He seems to love that. Mike, you
What?
love talking about Caper says you should talk about your feelings. You seem to love that.
Yeah.
No, Mike has a very hard time. Like, sometimes we have to, like, that's why we have Saturday nights when there's not like a track day on Sunday. We have a few drinks and so Mike can actually talk about his feelings. It's cute. Aww.
Wait, hold on. Does it work still?
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my god! Oh
God,
my god!
fuck you guys.
Oh wait,
Nobody loves me.
yeah. Come on.
ah,
Why? Oh, come on. People are
why
probably
are
thinking
none of them working?
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
I forgot about
Oh,
that
well,
one.
you
About
got it.
those
That's,
lasers.
They're all happening to me. I want like this one
I
though.
think it's
Yeah,
the
the
lighting in here.
fireworks. Yes.
Lame.
Hughes Rose's relationship with mixed families has to be seen and approached from an outside view. Being selfish won't work and making relationships work. Exactly. Like, and like I said, like nowadays, like blended families is such a normal thing. And it's like it's gonna be complicated. It's gonna get messy at times, but you have to approach it with, like no matter what, I love this person and therefore anybody in their life, I'm gonna try not to kill.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Up until Chris, I didn't give a
But
fuck about changing that.
Shannon's ex-husband helped us move.
Oh, that's cute. I up until Chris, I did not care to change that part of myself until I met him. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm a freaking nightmare when it comes to that. Not that I would be like awful, but like with my ex-husband, there was a lot of like weird, not cool shit happening, which would trigger the fact that I didn't care about that part. Like whether it was somebody else's kids or their ex or whatever, I just didn't want anything to do with that going forward in life. But when I met Chris, I was like, no, I think it would be great to be a good influence and be great to get along with everybody. So you guys can thank him for me growing up, and then Shannon too, because every time I had trouble, I had to be like, I'm an asshole. Fix me.
No,
So
it's like
like,
you knew what was right, and you can't like you would always like something was wrong, and you just had to be like smacked and pushed into the right direction, and just kind
yeah.
of heard that what, like like this is not like the easiest, but you can make it through it. You got this if you want
Well,
it.
at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do something I don't want to do. Like I'm just that person. I don't give a fuck. Like I can be selfish in that way, but like with Chris, I feel the most selfless that I've ever felt, other than with like kids and like my own kids. But like I feel completely selfless. Like there's nothing about me that like doesn't give a shit. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I think you get the idea. No, he doesn't ride motorcycles. He's a complete fucking nerd. And get this, he's a
But
mechanic.
he,
Gives
yeah.
no fucks about cars. Go figure.
Wait, what? He has. Wait, what'd you say?
He's
He's a mechanic, but
he's a
what?
mechanic. He's a service manager at a fucking place. And he is not a car guy at all. He just works on them. It was like when I cut hair. Like I didn't give a fuck about hair. I was just really fucking good at it. So yeah, he's that guy. He does not care about cars. He does not know shit about motorcycles. He does not ride. He has no interest. He's a nerd outside of that.
Does Chris say that he's your boyfriend?
Yeah, and he puts me on Facebook.
I know, isn't that cool?
I
Like, like after
feel
like
validated.
my ex, my last ex before the person before Mike, my ex, like he never put me like on his social media, and like to have a partner who like is like tags me and shit, I'm like, yeah, he's
Yeah,
not a
like you guys remember the last one where I would fucking cry about that shit, like, oh, he doesn't care about me, and I had to like fight for him just to like do a small thing, and he didn't even do it.
That's the thing, like I don't even think about it with Mike, but when he does it, it does it like
It
like a
makes
nice happy
me,
thing.
yeah,
Like, yeah, it's like, oh look, he's not ashamed of me. Like, look at that. You're like,
I know.
I
It
mean,
makes you
well,
feel so
we
validated
built
and
that.
proud.
We
we
built
did, we built that together and we didn't kill each other. It started off a little rocky because there were
Yeah.
some trust issues. Mike had some trust and there were some communication issues, but we got past it. And then like we were able to show each other what we were talking about, and we got it built. But
Nice.
he had to trust me, and I'm like, no bro, like we got enough wood, like this will be good, but we got to do this, we don't have to do that. And it's holding a motorcycle right now with Christmas lights on it, and we built
Yeah,
that
yeah.
together.
I saw that. I was like, wow, I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
when
we've
when
done
you
a lot
get
in
when
this
you get a
episode.
house, we'll build one as a housewarming gift for you.
Seriously, the R3 it's so Chris is like 6'3", so if he helps me, which I probably won't let him help me, but if he helps me, he needs it because he's so tall.
And you
Bikes are
can
at
like then you can like make it to a different height and like you can get a little step stool so that you can get up there too. It'll be
great. But no, he so my bikes are at his house, and at one point in time, I took the fairings off the R3 because I wanted to go over it and look at it, see what I needed to do and what maintenance I need to do or whatever, make sure everything is like copacetic, whatever. And like, I kind of let him help me with that, like take it off. All he's doing is unbuttoning the fairings. It's not that fucking serious, but I'm just like, I'm still like, there's still a part of me that was like, even though this dude is a fucking professional, right? Like, he can figure it out. He doesn't need little old me to tell him how to undo a bike, right? And I'm just like, there's still a part of me that wanted to be like, but I was like, no, it's so cute that he's helping me, and it's really hot. I love watching him work. I like watching him do anything. But
I cringe watching Shannon touch a motorcycle with a tool. It's
So I try not to do it too
scary.
often.
It's scary.
The only time I really do it is like when I'm prepping the bike for the track. Otherwise,
Like
no.
I'll see her grab a tool and use it inappropriately, and I'm just like, no, that's not what that tool's for. I have a tool for that specific job. Here
He
you
has
go.
so many tools.
Oh yeah, because he's a fucking Snap-on guy with all the fucking
Dude.
dumb doodads and shit.
Okay, so I came from my father's garage. It was my garage, but my father kind of overtook it, and nothing was organized. My father did not know how to put a tool back to save his life. He did not know how to organize. So now I meet Mike, and Mike's got like the holy grail of toolboxes. Like it's like you open a drawer and the light just like reflects off of everything. Like,
No, mine isn't
so
lit.
wait. So like, but this is a thing. Like, I'm used to, okay, what can I find that will do what I need to do? Like, I can't be like, oh well, I need this certain thing. Let me go pull it out of the toolbox, because no, it wasn't there. Like, it was never anywhere. So I had to go find whatever I could. I am used to using what I have at my disposal to get something. Where Mike is like, no, like, there's a tool for that, and that tool has a name, and blah blah blah, and like I was trying to get something out. He's like, no, we use this for that, and I'm like, I didn't even know this tool existed, let alone that it's right there in your toolbox. Where I know, like, I can go third drawer down and pull it open, and there's this cute little plier that will grip this thing like so nicely and neatly, and I can gently just go bloop. Like it's I don't know, it's a whole new world for me, and I love it because I am OCD when it comes to organization, but like it's either all or nothing, it's either everything stays in a pile until I can organize it, kind of a thing. But like, I love that he is organized and he has all the things, but
only my toolbox.
I still don't know how to use hardly any of it though.
Yeah, no, I totally identify with that too. My ex-husband was the messiest, shittiest mechanic I've ever met in my life, and I basically was honed through that. Well, I am much more organized. I'm used to dealing with the bare minimum amount of tools and the cheapest tools. Like, I mean, I use Husky tools usually, but like if I'm going to the track, I take Harbor Freight tools with me, because if somebody borrows them or breaks them, I won't be upset. But I get judged all the time for my mechanical tool choices. Snap-on boys. Yeah, you.
All right.
Me?
Okay, let's finish this with Christmas. Okay, so let's just go around. One thing that we're looking forward to for Christmas this year, because this is like the last time we're going to see each other before Christmas. So,
it's true.
It's a trifecta here. Yeah. So, Mike, what are you looking forward to most for this Christmas season?
The boys over.
Yeah, they are coming over. Okay, yeah. How many days? How many days until they come?
I leave Thursday. Next Thursday, a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, like a week, 8 days.
Shannon has to go to the airport 3 times next Thursday.
I drop Mike off. I leave the house at 5, drop Mike off at the airport, come back, pick up my daughter, because my daughter's flying in Saturday, which I am so excited to see my daughter. I miss her so freaking much. I've already warned her she's gonna have to cuddle with me. I can't wait. So, but anyway, so then I
But her
drive her to the
boyfriend's not
airport.
coming.
And Mike likes her boyfriend. His name's Louise. And but ZB very rarely
Awesome.
anybody lasts past a year and a half. So like I'm not like I'm not I'm not making him a stocking until he hits 2 years. Anyhow, so she comes and then I take her to the airport and then I gotta go back and pick Mike up later. It's just gonna be an airport day all day. But yeah, I'm it's gonna be kind of cool to have like two little boys and Sophie and you, like all of us family for Christmas. It's gonna be crazy.
You should just like take your laptop and after you drop ZB off, just hang out in the cell phone parking lot because that's a long drive.
I'm not using a porta potty to piss in all day, and you know me. But what I could do is I could go find places. I could always go over to BJ's and work at BJ's. It's not that far from the airport.
Ooh, if only it was like your mandatory have to actually go in and work in the store day.
I mean, I could. I think the club manager will see. I just found out today he's transferring over to Philly. But anyway, but Amanda, what are you looking forward for Christmas?
I'm looking forward to giving everybody the gifts that I bought because I'm super excited about the monetary progress I've made over the last 2 years that I could get everybody the things and then some. So I can't wait to see them all be happy. That's what I'm looking forward to. Also, my son's birthday is on Sunday and he's going to be 11 and I'm sad and happy.
God, he's gonna be 11 already.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I'm old.
Yeah, but you're still like a decade younger than me. Don't forget that, okay?
All right. Shannon's youngest is legally allowed to drink.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, he is. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for
You're
bringing
welcome. Welcome.
it up. Yep.
We're
I'm
gonna
over
get
here
Kieran
stressed about Kaylin
weekend.
getting to high school this year, and god damn, that's way worse.
Yeah, she's in college. I think she's got like one more year left after this year, a year and a half. You know, she was one of those COVID college kids, poor kid, first year.
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited to have a Christmas in a new house, making new memories. You know, I'm just excited that like I don't know, it just everything's just new and we get to establish new ways, like new, what is it called? Not habits, customs, I guess, like will we bake cookies? Will we make cupcakes? Will this be a thing that we start doing every year? It's just like everything's just new and I love that. I am gonna miss my daddy. This is my first year without my dad in like 25 years. That's kind of weird.
Wow. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
long time.
I know. The last time I didn't see my daddy on Christmas Day was when I was in a psychiatric ward of a hospital when I was 16 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a bad year.
Shit happens, you know?
You know what? Like it was funny. I remember talking to some psychiatrist while I was in there, and they were like, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, "Because life at home is really tough right now, and like my family can't afford to send me on a vacation, but my dad has really great health insurance." And they looked at me and they were like, "Okay." And they were like, "Well, how long do you feel like you need to be here?" And I'm like, there's a New Year's Eve party I would really like to go to. So I would love to be released on New Year's Eve. And they were like, okay. And they didn't give me any medication while I was there. And they let me just stay the week. And my dad came and picked me up on New Year's Eve. Like
Wow.
no joke. That's exactly what happened. Like my parents had split up. There was just a lot of things. And I was like, listen, like I needed to get away and there was no place to go to. um,
Wow.
so,
That's
and
interesting.
it was freaking amazing because a lot of times you go to those places, they're going to try to drug you up, they're going to try to do things, and I don't know if it was just because it was a holiday season and they just didn't want to deal with me or what, but yeah, like I had to go to group therapy every day, like with everybody, like all the kids, but otherwise it was honestly like very respectful, and they kind of just understood, and they left me alone. It was awesome.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I mean, because in that situation, I could see how a kid would just need a break and it just doesn't matter how you got it, you know? You know, you had understanding people around you, you were in a safe place, fuck it.
Yeah. It was like the one time, like one of the few times where I was just like, yeah, like this is the deal. And like I was 16 years old. I was completely honest and transparent, and adults actually listened to me, and it was a beautiful experience, so. But anyway, all right. So Merry Christmas to everybody. Like I said, unless there's some huge like motorcycle world news or something that
What
pops
the
up.
hell are you drinking?
Me?
Him.
Water.
Oh, it looked like a half gallon of milk. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
No,
He was
it's
drinking a beer before that, but yeah.
just plain old regular water.
All right.
I didn't
Well,
even
back to what I
refrigerator.
was talking about. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. You should not see us until I think the 27th.
New
Hopefully,
Year's.
no, the 27th is like I think our next schedule, but that's when I take the boys back to Dallas. So I don't know if we'll actually, I should be back in plenty of time, unless I'm stuck in Dallas, which has happened before. So we
What are
shall
we
see.
doing New Year's one? Because I mean, we don't know nobody out here.
Uh but no, because we're gonna have to hang out with Sophie, and I'm gonna like want to get white girl wasted and
Oh yeah, I'm getting fucked up on New Year's Eve. I don't know where, why, or how, but I'm getting. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
I was just
Next,
waiting. I was like, I want to know more, but apparently she's not gonna tell us. All right.
I
But
was gonna say
anyway,
I'm getting
that was
fucked
such
up
a
on
good one.
Friday because I'm going to that Bouncing Souls concert, which I'm actually more excited to see 7 Seconds than I am Bouncing Souls.
well, I'm happy for you. I think we don't even have a concert until next August. But anyway,
But it's
Green Day, Smashing
yeah,
Pumpkins,
hey, Smashing Pumpkins.
Rancid, right?
Oh fuck you guys, dude.
No,
That's
was it
pretty fucking.
Rancid?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Oh yeah,
Rancid, Smashing Pumpkins, and then there was another band that I can't
it's
remember.
some like all girl band. That's
Oh, it's like the little
like the
Asian girls,
yeah, like
that were like
Oh, is it? It's a metal band.
no,
um
they're punk. It's
they're
like
like
it's these
punk
four
metal, but
eight.
no, they're not baby metal. They're not that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. Hold on,
No,
let
no,
me.
no, no, no. They're like Asian kids from California or
The
something.
Lunas or something like that, or four
The
Luna.
Kims or the Kims or shit.
Hold on, I got you. The Lindas.
Yes, Linda.
Linda's.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So it's gonna be a great show, but it's not until August, man. Like, it's like crazy.
Oh, bro.
Wait, which one
Chris
did I just
spoiled
send
the
you the other
shit out
day?
of
You
me.
just gave me a thumbs up.
Because like if you want to buy tickets, sure, but right now I am broke because of Christmas, and I just went shopping today like to stock up the house so I don't have to like worry about shopping through like the holidays anymore. And I spent way too much money at BJ's on all of the essentials. We got more toilet paper that the toilet paper should last us till Valentine's Day, but I spent way too much money. Like if you want to get tickets to go something, cool. Like that's awesome. But until then, all you gotta get is thumbs up because I can't afford to buy any more tickets.
So Chris
That's where
spoils
I'm
me
at.
with that. Our second date, we went and saw Flog and Molly, which was so sick. They put on the best show
I love
ever.
seeing Flog and Molly. They're
Oh
awesome
yeah, dude.
concert.
It was
Never seen
definitely on
them.
a
I
bucket
want to see
list.
them, and I want to see Dropkick Murphys. I haven't seen them
Oh, I
either.
want to see
They're really
Dropkick
good
too.
concert
That'd be
too.
so cool. But now I bought the tickets to go see Bouncing Souls in 7 Seconds, and then he's taking me to go see 311 in February. Which I mean, I can give or take. I mean, I like 311, so it's pretty cool. But
Oh,
like,
so I saw a couple years ago. I want to say it was pre-COVID. I saw Offspring and 311, and there was nothing funnier. Okay, so like 311, like the lead singer dude comes out, and he's all like older than me now, but he's all still trying to be sexy and shirtless and everything. And then like the rapper dude comes out, and dude, he's got like a receding hairline and a belly, and I was like, oh my god, like why? I mean, Offspring already is older. Like I understood that, but Sissy 311 so old. I couldn't believe it. It was just terrible. But anyway, we got to go. Merry
Yes.
Christmas to everybody. Thank you all for joining us in our craziness, and thank you for being with me and on my Sammy birthday and my emotional day. Thank you for making me laugh, and I'm glad I didn't cry at all during this broadcast. Yes. So anyway, what else?
our socials.
Our socials, yes, Amanda, Stay Fast and Weird, and TikTok and Insta. Mike is Twisty Rider on Insta, TikTok. Right, me, you know where I'm at. Go find me. And then otherwise, yeah, Merry Christmas. And we'll
And
see.
puzzles will save the world. Just
Wait,
saying.
what?
Puzzles
What?
will
Puzzles
save the world.
Girl. All right. Well, everybody, thanks again. Oh, shit. There is a fuzzy thing. All right. I'm going to blow out this candle as we go. All right. Ready? Everybody say goodnight to Sammy. All right.
Good
Bye.
night.